Hello, today's video we have the following content.
Yang Mi, Ludon Jun's ex-girlfriend, rarely responded to the truth of the past scandal and the reason why she has remained silent until now. Recently, the short drama circle has once again set off a storm. Actor Ludon Jun has been caught in a whirlpool of public opinion due to multiple negative news such as secret marriage, domestic violence, and concealing his illness. It was originally just a topic of conversation after dinner, but with the voice of a mysterious ex-girlfriend, the storm has become more and more confusing. And what is shocking is that this ex-girlfriend turned out to be Yang Mi. Facing the public's doubts, Yang Mi rarely spoke out. In the long article she released, she did not make emotional accusations, nor did she sensationalize to gain sympathy, but calmly and rationally restored many details of the relationship at that time. She admitted that she had mistakenly believed the other party because of his disguise, and also frankly said that she had remained silent for many years in order to avoid her private affairs from becoming a traffic tool and interfering with her career in life. It's not that I don't want to say it, but I don't want the truth to become someone else's capital. This sentence has become the soul of Yang Mi's full text. How deep is the water in the short drama circle? Yang Mi made the most real response with silence and self-reflection. Now, she no longer evades, only to draw a clear line, and to completely shatter those disguised halos. Perhaps this time, public opinion will remember her courage, not her silence. The skit circle has once again set off a storm. This matter has to start with Ludon Jun and Yang Mi. Back then, the two met because of their collaboration in a youth idol drama. One was a sunny and handsome male god, and the other was a quirky goddess. They had a strong sense of CP on the screen, and they were sweet both in and out of the play. Fans had already locked them in, but who knew that the good times would not last long? As soon as the play was finished, the relationship in reality also faded, and finally broke up quietly. But what really set off a storm was the exposure of Yang Mi's new long. As soon as the media exposed it, the internet immediately exploded. Ludon Jun's fans were like being stepped on the tail, and they accused Yang Mi of two-timing and even shouted cheating hammer. Various bad reviews went viral on social platforms, scolding her to pieces. However, as one of the parties involved, Ludon Jun never said a word. He knew it, but chose to remain silent and let the rumors fly. Some people say that he has high emotional intelligence and is unwilling to get involved in emotional disputes, but some people question that he is letting fans vent his anger and even condoning their online violence. After all, not coming out to clarify is tacit consent. What is chilling is that the people who laughed and cried together in the past have now become targets for slaughter, while you, who watched coldly, even made a lot of money. This wave of operations can't help but make people sigh. It's really a bargain. Whether he is really innocent or premeditated, I'm afraid only he knows best. Now, Ludon Jun has fallen, and was photographed drinking in a tavern in Hangdian. With a blurred look in his eyes and messy clothes, he sat alone in the corner and didn't even react when the waiter brought the dishes. The #1 brother in short dramas who was once high-spirited has now fallen to such a state, which is really a pity. And when this time comes, it will be a series of explosions. The ex-girlfriend hammered, the black material turned up, and the passers-by took pictures. Even he was caught off guard. People in the industry have long been discussing this. Some shook their heads, some sighed, and some sneered, "You deserve it." Some people say that the entertainment industry is a place of fame and fortune, but in fact it is more like a magnifying glass that can reflect the truth of people's hearts. Ludon Jun once won applause by disguising himself, but he forgot that lies cannot stand firm after all. Today, he seems to have become a living textbook, reminding those who come after him, becoming popular depends on luck, and long-term popularity depends on character. And what about Yang Mi? No kicking when she is down, no sarcasm. She is still focused on filming, living a low-key life, and letting her works speak for her. After this storm, people can see her tenacity and sobriety. True and false, time will give the answer. It's a pity that some people wait for the light, while others can only drink in the shadows. What makes people feel even more ironic is that Ludon Jun was later found out by netizens that he was suspected of exaggerating his illness. At the beginning, he was in tears and snotty on the show about his experience of being admitted to the ICU 3 times for white lungs. It was thrilling, as if he was going to tell his last words in the next second. When fans heard this, they immediately exploded, crying and shouting for him to take care of his body. Even passers-by couldn't help but worry about him, thinking that this tenacious boy was really not easy. But who would have thought that after the limelight passed and a few days after he recovered from the illness, Ludon Jun was photographed partying with friends late at night, drinking and smoking, and looking lively. Fans urged him to quit smoking and limit alcohol in the comment area, but he just listened to it in one ear and out the other, and was still chic. This operation made people wonder, is your experience of walking on the edge of life and death a bit too much? If someone really just came back from the gates of hell, who wouldn't be full of awe for life and treat their bodies as treasures? But his indifferent look seemed to be consuming everyone's sympathy. For a while, fans who once cried their hearts out for him began to calm down, and some even angrily quit being his fans. After all, kindness can be moved once, but if it is used twice, it becomes a joke. Now it seems that he not only got the advantage by selling his kindness, but also mastered the course of selling misery. The black material in the skit circle can be said to be endless, and the collapse of the house is no longer surprising, but it is rare for someone like Ludon Jun to step on almost all the thunder points. He is like a collapsed textbook. Not only did it collapse thoroughly, but it also collapsed with technical content, perfectly interpreting what a hexagonal warrior is, a comprehensive overturn in the 6 dimensions of love, personality, words and deeds, health, fan relations, and professional attitude. In terms of love, his falling in love because of the play became breaking up and tearing each other apart. In terms of personality, the change from sunshine boy to cold-blooded ex caught people off guard. In terms of words and deeds, facing the rumors spread by fans, he chose to remain silent and let it go, which was shocking. In terms of health, the story of White Long Iku 3 times now seems to be full of water. In terms of fan relations, he enjoys support but is irresponsible, allowing fans to tear each other apart on the internet. And in terms of professional attitude, there are rumors that he is a big shot in the crew, late and leaving early, which has long caused dissatisfaction among the staff. If the collapse of the house is an art, then Ludon Jun is undoubtedly a high-level player of this art. He did not have problems in one aspect, but collapsed in all aspects, making it impossible to find an angle to whitewash himself. What's even more ridiculous is that every time something goes wrong, he can disappear for a while, as if everything has nothing to do with him, just like a master of lying flat. The short drama circle is not short of traffic, but the audience's eyes are getting sharper and sharper. Artists who started with their personality, once their personality collapses, without real skills to protect themselves, will eventually be ruthlessly washed away by the tide. Ludon Jun is the most typical warning case. If you ask me, the most regrettable person in this matter is Yang Mimi. When her relationship with Yulong was first exposed, she was ridiculed and cyberbullied. The hat of cheating scumbag was firmly pinned on her head, and no one listened to her explanation. Public opinion pounced on her like a flood beast. Her career was damaged, her endorsements were withdrawn, and she did not even update her social platforms. She seemed to be pressed to the ground and rubbed for several circles. During that time, she almost disappeared from the public eye. How much grievance was hidden behind the word silence, probably only she knew. What's more infuriating is that Ludon Jun, who really knows the truth of the matter, chose to remain silent. Not only did he not come forward to clarify, but he silently enjoyed the traffic dividend brought by the victim filter and pushed Yang Mimi into the abyss. The kind of indifferent operation of "I don't speak, but I know you are scolded" is really fatal. Now that Ludon Jun's reputation has fallen, his reputation has plummeted, and his so-called halo has been shattered in an instant, which is indeed applauded. But for Yang Mimi, what can this belated truth bring back? The damaged reputation, lost opportunities, and psychological trauma. These cannot be erased by a sentence "she was innocent back then." The so-called evil will be punished, although it makes people feel relieved, but also makes people sigh. If justice is always late, it is inevitable to leave irreparable regrets. For Yang Mimi, maybe she is not waiting for an opportunity to turn over, but just seeing the coldness of this circle and the coldness of people's hearts with her own eyes. Who can tell the right and wrong, true and false in the entertainment industry? The spectators should just watch the excitement and don't take it too seriously. This matter is like a mirror, reflecting all kinds of chaos in the entertainment industry. It also reminds us that we should be more honest and don't play those empty tricks. Otherwise, sooner or later, we will fall.
Thank you for watching the video. If this is your first time watching a video, please subscribe to the channel, like and leave your comments to help us develop your channel.